Evan, you're feeling a bit better today?
Yeah, much better today. We've actually got 5 for stage wins now, so that's good. You know, we made a few changes to the car, run a softer tyre. We'll see how we go. It's still a long way to go.
No problems. We've had 2 stages this morning. You're already picking up the pace over the opponents. How do you think those changes in the car have affected the performance out there?
Well, it's just given me more confidence in the car. It's got more sideways grip and better braking, so you know, you're always looking for that on a gravel surface, and we're finding it. So just keep going and you know, see where we end up.
This is your 3rd car in 3 years at the event, so it seems to be a learning curve for you every time you come here. What's the biggest difference driving the Subaru this year?
Oh, I just love a challenge. So, look, it's a different car. You know, every car just feels a little bit different, and it's hard to explain what's different. You just got to change a little bit of everything to get the best out of each car, and it's not as if you can just jump in and drive it the same. So yeah, I'm learning as I'm going, but I love that challenge. I'd be bored if I came back with the same car.
So Eli Evans, you had to sit out most of yesterday afternoon. How does it feel to be back there in the forest?
Yeah, it's good. It's still interesting. Still car 2 on the road sweeping, so I really can't wait to get out on the swept roads and feel a bit more grip and probably get a bit more feel in the car.
No problems. How are you finding the changes that you made to the car yesterday? Is it helping you today?
Yeah, look, I think we're slowly getting there. We've got a softer tyre and we just keep softening up the rear end and trying to create a bit more grip because it's so taily out there, so I think we're slowly getting there.
No problems. How are you finding it the first time on gravel in a 2-wheel drive car? It'll be very different to what you're used to.
Yeah, it is a lot different. It's a lot of fun though. I think the spectators are enjoying it because the car obviously sounds good and it's quite sideways everywhere, so I am enjoying it. It's a big challenge. It's probably a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be.
2 stages down, you've got some pace out there. How are you feeling?
I don't know about the pace. We had a bit of a spin on the first stage, and that cost us probably half a minute because with the sequential gearboxes we went down and stalled in 4th gear on the hairpin, so you've got to go right back through the gearbox before you can select first again, and we had to go backwards first, so it cost us probably 30 seconds. So not an ideal start, but then we're back sort of pretty well on the pace and folly, but we've still got a bit more to go to catch Ramo. I want to get back at least 3rd today so we secure the podium for the weekend.
This is your first event back for the year. How are you feeling being out there again?
Yeah, it's hard to try and get back on the pace straight away after not doing an event since this event last year. So it was yesterday it was like that, and we were chasing car setup because the test obviously wasn't ideal in the wet on Wednesday. So chasing all day yesterday, we thought we'd have a good crack today, but it hasn't turned out the way we wanted it.
We've still got plenty of stages to go. So the aim is for a podium?
Absolutely, yeah. There's plenty of stages. We're just going to go hard for the rest of the day, and you know we can't catch Simon and Scott. They're on another planet at the moment. So, but yeah, we at least want to get back to 3rd and, like I said, secure the podium for the weekend.
So Scott Petter, it seems Simon Evans has had a very good night's sleep and come back out firing this morning. How are you going to respond for the rest of the day?
Yeah, he promised me he'd have a few beers and get to the nightclub last night, but I don't think he did. Yeah, I mean, he made some radical changes to his car overnight, went to the softer tyre, which we ran yesterday, so we expected him to be well on the pace today, and we had a pretty messy Brockman, just trying too hard basically. So we're confident we can pull some time back over the next 3.
I notice the car is undergoing a little bit more than just a standard check over, or is there everything all tickety-boo?
Yeah, no, we clobbered a rock right rear, somewhere in there. Obviously, it's broken the wheel and pushed the alignment out. So we'll put that back to where it's supposed to be and press on.
Now, looking for the overall heat, or do you want to get some stages and see if you can get it on the count back? What's the plan?
Either or doesn't matter. I don't care how I win it. You know, but the other thing too is it's a long championship too. So you know we're fighting for 6 points in the grand scheme of things. So if it comes to a matter of that, we'll just have to see how we go.
It's been said, Justin Dale, you can tell how your day is going at first glance just by looking at you, and by first glance it's not going great.
No, we went with a bit of a gamble and went with a stiffer setup, thinking the roads would be a bit more swept than what they are. But that was the wrong way to go. We dropped 30 seconds to Simon in Brockman, where last year, for instance, we dropped like 3 or 4. So the boys will just soften it up, and stage 2 today we had a big off and dropped probably 20 seconds, but we're probably lucky to finish considering it was just a 9, a really rough 9 going into a 1, and it was fairly bumpy going in, and just had too much speed and couldn't pull it up.
And what tyre choice have you chosen today?
We went for the medium tyre.
And yesterday you went with a
hard tyre.
So it seems you followed the Evans path as well. They seem to have done the same thing.
I think everyone sort of realised that the medium is probably the better tyre to have today.
Mm-hmm. Was that because there was a feeling that the medium just wouldn't last?
Yeah, I think that was probably it. Nobody really knew, what the tyre was going to handle like in Perth, and So yeah.
We'll look forward to the rest of the afternoon, and hopefully you get the setup tickety-boo just in time to finish the rally.
Yeah, well, I mean that's our goal now. We just need to, recover from where we are and do the best we can.
All right.
Yeah, today's been an absolutely massive challenge. We've only got a standard rear diff in it, and you can plug the computer and data log to what happened, and sometimes there's up to 40 kilometres an hour difference between both rear wheels. The car's all over the shop, and before I thought the alignment was a bit out, and just turns out the front strut's bent. I don't even know what from, so today's been a very interesting day, but it looks like we're actually not going too bad for what we're up against, but that's what rally's about. Always give it all you can, no matter what's thrown at you.
Ryan Smart, third in today's heat. Tell us how your day's going thus far.
Yeah, so far so good. First stage we attacked it as hard as we could and we had a good run. I believe we were fourth on that one, and then the last one we came in third, so we're in third position overall this morning as of the first two stages.
And last night, obviously another good night for you, but really today you pulled it together on the gravel as well.
Yeah, look, we've made a few changes with setup on the car, and it looks like that's working, so we're happy with that, and we really enjoy the Busselton Super Special stage as well. The car's great and that sort of stuff, so yeah.
And any issues at all with the car?
No, just yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's a tough, strong little car. It's hats off to the Neil Bates Motorsport guys.